Well, thanks everyone. Looking forward to sharing my thoughts tonight on this incredible journey that we've been on. My name is Carson. I'm up here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, um, an area of the country in North America, or where it's center of North America, where the temperature fluctuates from -30 on a Wednesday to +8 on a Friday, which is unbelievable. Try to figure out how to dress for the next couple of days with that kind of weather for those of us that are in this market. But anyways, either way, I want to share tonight with you a little bit of a journey for all of you, basing a kind of a roadmap of the journey we've been on, and sort of paint it for you new people that might be here or might watch this recording after, with a bit of introduction into this industry that we're having so much fun participating in. And the industry we're talking about is the collectible industry like that is growing so quickly. So I want to go through a presentation, walk you through about 20 different slides to give you a real eye opener, I hope, on the potential. And when I say potential, there's no guarantee in anything I'm going to share tonight. And so much of what you're going to see is for illustration only. Of course, it's for you to be able to get an idea. But at the end of the day, those of you that might take interest in this type of opportunity, this type of maybe buyer's club, whatever you want to call it, it's your opportunity, not mine. All I can do is sort of share the story with all of you. And that's my plan tonight. So let me get started with sharing my screen and see where this goes this evening. So basically, as I said, it's providing information here for illustration purposes only. And of course, there's no guarantee of any kind that you can even make $1 in any of our buyer club ideas or home-based business marketing plan. At the end of the day, the accuracy and the outcomes of what we're sharing right now is for illustration only. So I need to do that because obviously I don't want anybody to say, hey, Don Carson guaranteed me that I can make money in this adventure. That's not what I'm saying. I need to paint a picture. So let me paint that picture for all of you so you can get your head around just how incredible the industry is. And I'm going to have Robert just let the folks in that I see it waiting to get into the screen here, Robert. So in the waiting room, if you don't mind letting whoever sort of sits there in the holding pattern into our presentation. So let me just keep going here. So this is you tonight. This is your decision tonight. You've got a choice when you take the information I'm going to share with you tonight. And here's how we like to describe it. You want to take slow and steady, because that can win the race. I mean, we all know the turtle and the hare story growing up. And I mean, you can decide if you want to win the race by being the turtle and the hare tires out. And before you know it, in the industry that often we see people going from company to company to company to company, that might be the rabbit, and they quit, they go somewhere else, and they never get to the end of where this journey could take you. The fascinating thing about this illustration is that this is all of us at the beginning of when we look at Collect Direct. Collect Direct is the name of the company. It's a company that is an affiliate, if I can describe it that, to a company called Collectaway. Collectaway is a mothership company that is marketing collectibles globally. And some of the things that we're seeing in the marketing platform that's going to drive Collect Direct are unprecedented. And some of the things Dave's going to do without me announcing tonight, because I'm not allowed to, could get, in instant views, 1 million people. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that, but I'm just saying the eyeballs that we're seeing and some of the shows and the interest that's there for the collectible industry for box breaks of certain things that he owns and he's going to release is incredible. Okay. So Robert, just to remind you, there's people in the waiting room. If you don't mind letting them in, that would be awesome. So as I go forward here, this is the message that I really got my head around very quickly. And a good friend of mine out of Australia who was on the Zoom, Jackie Boyle, had said to me one time, Don, what's interesting about the opportunity here, the kind of the buyers club opportunity here, maybe going out every month and buying a $29.98 item, is that you may be able to be buying, gifts for the end of the year into the holiday season right now, all year long. And if you do the math and you really figure this out, this slide describes a global opportunity in this industry, the home-based business industry, that for an entire year, you might spend an absolute massive amount of money, right? $400 to be in business with, Dave Jordan, the CEO of this company that has been for 40 years amassing incredible collectibles in all kinds of categories. Now, why is that important? Because his inventory is your inventory to point, click, and share. And we're going to teach you a few of those concepts tonight and some ideas. But ultimately, this is the picture that I want you all to think of for slow and steady wins the race for 12 months of the year, right? $29.98, 12 times, plus $9.98. I'm sorry, add that up and it's under $400. You're in business with all the taxable benefits legally that you could to be in business. You could, of course, learn some of that information from our great associate and one of the people that Dave works with, Terry Reckner, who's going to be doing some tax training in the upcoming weekends. But the bottom line is a business out of the home has many of the benefits as a traditional business that maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars have been spent on, franchises, whatever. It's a true business. You teach it, you treat it like a business, not just a hobby, and before you know it, you can have a lot of success. But here's the beautiful part about what I'm sharing with you tonight. A hobby and a business in one can be a lot of fun. And we're seeing that across this market right now. As we look at the globe and the expansion that we're planning, we're talking about you being able to point, click, and share, and I'll teach that in a little bit, a 24-hour business, 365 days a year around the globe, currently Australia, Canada, the United States. But the plan is to have everything that this company ships in all of its warehouses, millions and millions and millions of actual items, thousands and thousands and thousands of SKUs for you to be able to use your mouse and point, click, and share those items across the globe, and you can get some form of reward. So let's kind of look at this. So if you were to imagine a slow and steady wins a race concept of getting a membership for $9.98, that's a year membership. Okay, so when I talk about a membership in Collect Direct, that gives you the opportunity to participate in what we're talking about tonight. Now, in order for you to qualify your membership, you have to make a purchase. And that membership purchase is a $30 value of what we call 20 qualifying volume of points. Those points come from every item you have a chance to buy. And when you first get into the Collect Direct website, sent to you by your referral member, whoever that is, you can see there's prices of $2.98, $9.98, and up. Just add it up to a $30 mark. Make sure that you're adding up to what we call 20 QV, and you now become a qualified member. Now, if you just are sending out, as I show you in a little bit, a link, customers do not have to spend the $9.98 and be a member. They can just be a customer and buy whatever they want. So you have an option to start building a team of people in our slow and steady wins a race with the concept of one person on your left and one person on your right. Why do I say left and right? Because you have two teams. And the concept of team building is that you have one team against the other. Now, your role in this team building is to coach. And we're going to teach you those concepts as we go forward. And folks, we've been working on this now for well over a year. We launched softly in August of 2023. We course corrected going into the beginning of 2024 in January, went into a new model that we believe was the way to attract eyeballs with a marketing company called Collect Away, which none of us are a member of, but that marketing platform is already getting hundreds of thousands of views. I know one of their views got over 100,000 already, and they're launching new ones all the time. 400 videos to do box breaks to show the collectible industry that'll attract eyeballs and give gifts for people to join that platform, and then eventually learn about this Buyers Club Collect Direct. It's an interesting concept that the marketer and the marketing team have put together. So as I go forward to this slow and steady concept, one team member on your left and one team member on your right that does the exact same thing you did in step one and step two, which was buy a membership for $9.98 and buy some combination of items up to the $30 mark, $29.98. Qualified member on your left, qualified member on your right. And folks, you now are an active member ready to earn commission, but you are earning commission off of those first two people. And that's called a fast start. And as you get qualified with one member on your right and one member on your left, you also have, number 4, an option to start sharing what we call the vault. I believe it's going to open up around March 6th to 8th, and the vault will have multiple priced items in it. And if somebody was to buy any of those items in there from the mark above $30 up to thousands and thousands of dollars, the commission earned on that sale would get paid to you and a team of people that are connected to you. The important thing to understand is that every transaction that is generated by you and team members have the potential to give you what we call residual income, or some people would describe it as an override. Now, when I think of residual income, I describe that as person that can sing and write a song or star in a movie, and all the people that I see now and some of the old Netflix shows that, were actors 20 and 30 years ago, they look amazing, right? They're the same age 30 years ago in the video I'm seeing today, but here's the thing. They're getting paid royalties for the things they did 30 years ago. And that's residual income that home-based business people in a buyer club mentality of this opportunity have that same chance. Do it once, do it right, and have repeat customers give you a chance to earn what we call residual income or overrides. Whatever term makes sense to you, I just want you to understand that your role is to introduce and share. So we call it point, click, and share. So let's talk about some potential payouts that could happen, because it's important for you to understand that you're really able to do this as many times as you want. I'm going to give you some examples of that tonight. But if I was to say to you, one person on my left team and one person on my right team, and I duplicated that. And what do I mean by duplicating that? I said to you, okay, let's teach the person that you brought in your team on the left to go and do what you just did. Become a qualifying member and let them find a person for their left team and the right team. And you can see how the numbers duplicated. What if you had two people doing the same thing? Then that next group of four does the same thing. And it starts multiplying. Folks, I know this works because in my past experience, I had over 30,000 people in an organization that was duplicating, and I didn't know, maybe, I don't know, five or 10 or 20 of them personally. It just went and ramped up and duplicated. Now, why do I share with you that? Because in a global opportunity like this, we have no idea how fast this could grow. And that's why we're being very careful to get this right out of the gate. For example, you may not know that we are now a grading company. We have a collect direct grading team that's grading collect direct cards. I encourage you, each and every one of you, to go to the shopping cart experience on Collect Direct and see all of the different Collect Direct cards being added daily now. We're talking graded cards by our authenticators that we believe one day will become a household name and brand recognition, the same as some of the major grading companies out there in the card space, right? Now, we're a company that has all the inventory. We own all the inventory, so it's a debt-free opportunity. And you get a chance to share that inventory by just pointing a link to somebody that you know. So that team can build rapidly, right? Two teams duplicating and learning how to point, click, and share together is the concept that you want to get your head around, so you can build website sales from customers, and you're never going to have to push anybody to buy a house full of anything. All they want to do is get started. You see, the collectible industry is expected to be $1 trillion by the year 2033. It's currently around 460 billion and growing every year. I don't have to chase this business and create this demand. It's happening before our eyes. In fact, some would say it's one of the largest vehicles right now for a currency. And I say currency because the items are worth what they're worth one day. No guarantees they ever go in value, but people are excited about the history and the collectible space. So as they go forward, they look at the companies like eBay, where they have all of these millions of people buying things off of eBay every month, and they're also buying collectible items. Looking at the United States alone, with 200 million people out of the massive population that collects something. You see, I don't have to convince people. I just got to share with them what we do. And all of the inventory that our owner, Dave Jordan, has, I have at my disposal to point, click, and share. If somebody buys something, decides to create their own time capsule, their own treasure chest, I physically will get rewarded. And here's the best part. I'm not sure what's inside that treasure chest a year from now that some of the members that I might have encouraged to join bought. Who knows what some of those things could be worth? It's fascinating. It's exciting. And it's really the story I wanted to share with you. I mean, I think of my time capsule, my son, who's 25 today, and going to this cartoon at the time, the Mr. Incredible cartoon show. I was so excited that we had this Halloween costume we could wear together. We then went to Universal, and as a family, we went and saw the collectible story before our eyes. This is many years ago. It's a time capsule. And so today I've bought the Mr. Incredible items off of Dave Jordan's website. I point, clicked, and shared to myself. because I wanted it. Nobody had to convince me of that. It's a time capsule I wanted. So on my back right there, on my bookshelf, I've got 10 different Mr. Incredible items. I found it on Dave's website. Any one of my people that buy that, I would get paid a commission off of. I never sold it. I never delivered it. I'm just excited about it, and I get to share it. That's the beauty. And there's my family all grown up. Folks, the time capsule grows. The time capsule's barely advances. I mean, there's my 22-year-old daughter, my 25-year-old son, my incredible wife, Nancy, and myself. You know, I share this story with you because that's the collectible industry. People are fans. In my world, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I own Blue Bomber trading cards. I have all kinds of people I know that have Travis Kelce jerseys from the Kansas City Chiefs. I know people that are New York Yankee crazy people. They want the hats, they want the t-shirts, they want the cards of the people there. That's the collectible industry. So we're not convincing anybody. We're just sharing what we have to offer, and the fans will buy what they want. That's the collectible industry. And can you imagine, for $400, you could be a person for the entire year with the potential to earn and learn with us. So as I go forward, I get super excited when I look at the picture of 69 million people in the Asian market alone that love the industry of the home-based business. We haven't tapped it. We haven't started it. But I can tell you that in Japan alone, there is a massive interest in a baseball player that plays out of California. Okay? That player is going to be viral for us when we open up that market because we have that on our site. Look at North America, 34 million people. I share this with you because the growth is phenomenal. Names you've heard of that are in this industry, like Avon, 6.4 million individual Avon ladies, right? And maybe Avon men sharing their wares. That's the powerful amount of population in this industry. You've heard of some of these names as you look down that list that have been around in some cases 50 years plus. It's not going away. So all we need to do is look at that list and look and say there's not one of these companies that is participating in the collectible industry. So we go and launch Collect Direct. We then get our head around the fact that people want to discover the collectible world, and we learn how to get them to a category. Well, we're going to be doing a promotion March 1st that I'm going to be posting on March 1st that Dave's authorized, and it's a BOGO. Have you ever heard of that? Buy one, get one free. Wait until you see the promotion. I don't want to stop you from buying anything tonight because it's in a special category. You may want to look at our website tonight and see something that I guarantee won't be in that BOGO opportunity. So carry on, get started. But the point is this: Dave's constantly going to bring value to what we do. He's constantly going to offer selection and variety. And all you need to do is go and find what you're looking for, comic books, whatever it is from the past. He's got over 2 million comic books and plans on acquiring more as we grow. Folks, when the vault opens, it's the Jordan collection of some of the rarest things that nobody even knows, can't even believe he has. And there's podcasts, I won't mention the names, that Dave has been invited to now with some of his wares, which is going to cause the vault and the Dave Jordan collection and his connection to Collect Direct as the owner, his home-based Buyers Club Collect Direct, that the leads will flow and flow. And that's what's got us all excited. So let me just give you an idea before I go into the next phase of what this looks like. You could use a concept like this, curiosity. You could send an email to somebody and you could say, hey, first is always best. Catch their curiosity in a subject line. And then write something like this. Hey, Don, I could say, hey, Josie, hey, Debbie, hey, Frank. I just have to share with you. I'm not sure it was there. Could you please mute yourself? I think that would be Donnie B, if you don't mind muting yourself. I just got to share with you this incredible once-in-a-lifetime business. I'm sure you agree that when you're first to market, you have a chance to go viral. Then it says, the plan to supporting this, we plan to support this like nothing else you've ever seen with our marketing strategies, massive upside potential. Watch this short video and call me. Now, folks, in our back office for your $9.98, you have replicating links. Now, I've covered my logo on there. You can see there's a little white box at the end of where it says collectdirect.com/details/whatever. This is a product, and I've used this in a club in Sioux Falls. Somebody walked up to me. They saw my jersey. and it was a Kansas City Chiefs jersey, and they physically said to me, "Oh, that's Travis Kelce's team." And it was a young girl that was there with her boyfriend, and she didn't even know that it was Patrick Mahomes' number. It was all about Travis Kelce because Taylor Swift was the girlfriend, and that was the connection. I said to her, I said, "Well, listen, what if I had a Travis Kelce card in my back pocket? Would you like it if I sent it to you?" "Absolutely," she said. I went into my phone, went into my link, found Travis Kelce's trading card in our platform, clicked on it, and that little link that you see there, the check link where I got the arrow pointing to, that expanded, gave me the link for that card. I then pasted it to her. I said, "What's your cell number?" She gave it to me. She didn't even hesitate. I sent her the link. Right then and there, I'm in business to duplicate because I shared a link without asking her to buy anything. And if I already have her cell number, so I can send her a video after. It's so simple when you understand the point, click, share concept. So here's an example of links you could send for our videos that offer people to get a chance to get started in your back office. You'll see across the top, replicated links on the right-hand side. Click on one of them, paste it into a text or an email, and watch what happens. There's a series of videos with your own personal link. Folks, every one of you for $9.98 gets a username that only one person can have, and that's attached to every link that's offered to you. You just point, click, and share those links and watch what happens. This is all about going viral, using box breaks, Dave's marketing to get eyeballs, our collectible company, grading cards. Here's one I just received, a Michael Jordan one. It's just incredible by Collect Direct that was authenticated. Another one with Patrick Mahomes, Collect Direct, authenticated. I mean, folks, the brand is growing before your eyes. You do not have to create the brand. It's happening for you. People can take a free position. They can't share. They can't make money. They can't bring team members in, but they could. But if you want to be a member, be a qualified member. $9.98 annually. That's once a year, and buy something up to $30. Okay. That's a long way to introduce the process of slow and steady wins the race. You then go into the process, you select, yes, I'd like to be a member, then I buy something, I put my credit card in there, and before you know it, up and running. Okay, so the list is growing. I now have duplication going on. Every one of the items has business volume, 20 BV for every item bought. Now, understand that if you had 6 people buying every month, you'd make $5 off every person. That's $30. So your $30 is basically replaced by 6. And I can tell you that there's a real power of 6 in this industry. So I love the concept of 20 BV times 63 members being 1,260 BV. Now, I'm going to teach you how that works because I want you to understand what business volume is. So we duplicate this because every 100 business volume on team 1 or team 2 comes away from 200 on the other side. So if you had 1,260 business volume on each side, you'd have an extra 630, what we would call carry forward volume. That would stay the next week. That's the value of team building. The bigger the team, the more carry forward and the more opportunity for you to what we call cycle, right? And a cycle is 200 BV on one side and 100 on the other. That's it. That's all you need to know. Don't get complicated here. Every item that's sold, bought, distributed, shared has business volume attached to it. It adds up regardless of who's sponsored, who bought it, whose customers they are. If they're on your left team and Gail brought 10 people in that became customers, that volume counts on my left. Add it up and watch every time you see a 200 and a 100, that's a $20 bill, depending on your rank. That is part of our compensation plan. So assuming that you've got those 2 people buying every month, before you know it, you're getting $5 commissions on as many as you want. I personally today have sponsored 62. I love the fact that those 62 people I'm watching right now, many of them are repeating regularly now because of our offers. Now, let me just share this for those of you who've been here for a while. You're going to start seeing by the end of this month here on the next pay period, if you had multiple return customers buying $29.98 items, you're going to see a $5 bump in your commission because the Jordan team has finally caught up with some of that data and information as we changed it, and they will pay those $5 bills to all of you that earned it in February. That's happening as we speak. The volume you're entitled to is next, and that's going to be paid to you. So some of you are going to see some money come to you as an effort of what you did in February, and you won't realize that it was part of kind of like back pay on your efforts. That's happening as we speak. But assuming you build this volume, you're going to rank advance. So fast starts, I use an example of 2. That's $10, $5, $5. But folks, it is possible to have as many as you want. In my case, 60 people spending $30 a month, 60 times 5, that's the amount of commission I would make every month on those people buying for their own personal time capsules. Now, in behind all of this, you have a potential to grow fast on one side, slow on another. And honestly, the advancement of rank advancement gives you opportunities to earn what we call unilevel pay and matching checks. Too much detail for one sitting tonight, but just imagine this: team building, coaching, and residual rewards for repeat customers is how to best describe our comp plan in a simple way. So as you go forward and you start thinking, okay, now my team's growing. I got 500 on one side and 500 on the other. They're duplicating. I'm at 10,000 business volume. Before you know it, you've made $1,000, but you still have extra volume of 5,000 banked, waiting for the next week to earn and learn with. And you've advanced up the ladder and start earning more depth in our other parts of our plan. So if somebody said to you, how can I earn $1,000 a month? I would just say to them, first of all, I'm not going to guarantee you're going to make a penny, so there's no guarantee. But hey, what would be wrong with teaching 2 people to go find 2 people? Not very hard. I can tell you that in my history, for every 6 people that get interested, 1 person is going to say to you, how do I go fast? Right? They're going to say, okay, I understand slow and steady. I bring in 2 people, I bring in 2 people. But Don, how can I go fast, right? How can I build this fast? So here's the way we do that. We have 2 membership packages, currently 3, but we're going to lower it down to 2. One called the dugout and one called the bullpen. Now, why is it important for you to understand that? Because if out of your 6 people, 1 person says, I want 16 $29.99 items to do a trade show. I want to go and stand in front of a group of people with all of my wares. I just don't want 1. I want 16 of these things. I want Barbie dolls. I want Lionel trains. I want Beanie Babies. All of these things. I want to have a pile of things of comic books. And so variety gives me the opportunity to share with people. CollectDirect isn't just a sports card company. It has multiple different categories. So they're going to buy the bullpen. Well, folks, you made $150 off that purchase. So it's not about a $5 check on that example. It'd be $150. Plus, the volume goes up. So imagine the fast and the speed that you can have if for every 6 member, somebody decides to upgrade to a bullpen. What if they bought a dugout for $100? And that 100 business volume caused you to go and rank advance quicker. So you're learning on a point, click, and share. You're looking for people that want to learn and earn. And before you know it, the numbers will just work. It's all about exposure, sharing on any form you can find. There's on Saturday, Terry's going to go over how to market on the training at noon on Saturday Central Time. So be there if you could on Saturday to learn from Terry Reckner. He's going to share you how to duplicate the marketing ideas. And when I talk about 6, this is proven. For every 6 people, 4 are going to say, this is really cool. 2 might say, I want to be involved and get going. And 1, I've seen these numbers work, will probably go for it. And they're going to probably upgrade to maybe the bullpen. Here's the example. You're going to get 300 qualifying volume for the bullpen. For every bullpen on your left team and your right team, that volume will go up the ladder for you. Business volume will get paid to you. Fast starts will get paid to you. And our unilevel will kick into gear even further based on your rank. So if you want to rank advance quickly, and if you decide you want to go on a faster pace, you're going to learn how to promote the bullpen or the dugout in our program. Doesn't mean you have to. Nobody even has to consider these things. But there are people out there that are going to say, I would like to earn a larger commission off of my products and I want to sell them. I want to give them away. So can you imagine for $99.98, you get 100 BV. You get a $10 commission. But the beautiful thing is you have 10 $9.98 unique items that you can share or give out or trade with people. And the unilevel part of our plan, this is just one example for you tonight. $100 worth of purchase on either your left team in pink and maybe your right team in blue, you're going to start making dollar bills on the activity of these purchases based on repeat customers. It's mind-boggling how fast this can grow. So to summarize what I shared with you tonight, we're all about team building and getting bonuses and coaching others to duplicate and then teach people to go and find new items, emails marketing to them, box breaks going on, and repeat customers, you get overrides. And together we're going to win with customers basically coming to the table. Now, as I said, a customer does not have to purchase the $9.98 membership. That's for us members. You just have to get your head around the fact that Collector's first category creator, never been done business opportunity is here for you very early in our life journey. I personally believe we're at the end of month 2 of our course correction to get ready for when the vault opens up, when our comm plan is officially exactly like I'm describing to you any day now. All of this information, tools that you need, trainings, new videos that are being written now to be able to share what I'm describing. All of this is happening, never as quick as any of us want, but I'm willing to wait, and I'm sure you are too. So folks, let me just let any of you have a question on anything I touched on tonight. That was about a 30-minute presentation. I'll take 10 minutes of questions. Go ahead and put your hand up. I'd love to share my thoughts with you if you have anything you'd like to ask me tonight, and we'll have it on recording. So go right ahead. Anybody have any question they want to ask me this evening or a suggestion or anything? Go ahead. I see a text. Great information, Don. Thank you. That was from you, Jackie. Appreciate that. Anybody else? Many chats happening throughout the group that I'm not reading right now. If there's anything in the chat, Robert, that we should probably reply to, if you don't mind scanning through it and taking a quick peek, I'd happily do that. Again, about 9 minutes left before I'm going to stop the recording. Anybody else got a question that they want to ask or a comment they'd like to throw at here, where we're at, where we're going? Go ahead. No, everybody's got all their information and all their answers. Okay, Saturday, 12 noon, Terry's going to share you marketing strategies for Collect Direct. Hopefully you'll all be able to make it. I hope tonight gave you a little bit more idea on slow and steady wins the race and how you might be able to go fast using the bullpen and the dugout. But folks, we're leading with these $29.98 items. We're marketing with the big collectible picture without the network marketing umbrella. And together, the combination of those two strategies, we believe the leads will come flowing and the orders will start growing. You ever heard that before? Some of you have. Eric, go right ahead. I see your hand up.
Hey guys, good evening. I was actually kind of curious. I got a friend in Ecuador, and he has shown interest in getting a hold of American stuff like this.
Yes.
Are we open in Mexico?
Yeah, no, but people are setting up U.S. addresses, credit card processing through the United States, and they're finding ways to ship it. I'm not telling you that you should do that or not do that. I'm just saying currently right now, legally, we are open for business in Canada, United States, and Australia. Now, you, my friend, have a friend, you're going to help them out any way you want. But I can promise you this, there are many countries in the world that love the NBA, the NFL, and there's many countries like the United North America that love the World Soccer League, the rugby leagues around the world. It's all going global. Hockey is expanding. All of this excitement, Eric, is happening before our eyes, and this collectible industry is not going away. It's only going to double and triple for now on. So, Eric, I didn't quite answer your question because I can't put my foot in my mouth, but I will say some people are finding a way to get products around the globe right now. But the nice thing is our products aren't illegal to ship, right? They just are individual items. Our company is not setting up business to operate in those countries currently.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I figured, and you did answer my question.
Okay, appreciate that. Much. Thank you. Anybody else? Go ahead, Al. Jan, go ahead.
Any idea when we'll have access to a PowerPoint presentation so that we can use that?
So all of the slides that you're seeing, some of them I saw blue lines going across them tonight, which is because of my Apple computer. All of that's going into a file. We're going to get them set up so that they're the ones that we think And the principle that we want to cover is 5 steps. And the 5 steps are no different than most business presentations. Talk about the company, talk about the opportunity, talk about the products, talk about, the people that are getting involved and the training that's there. 5 steps that we want to have our PowerPoint cover that you all can use to point, click, and share and tell your story. I got to tell you, sometime in March, we're going to have that for all of you so that you can use that. I would say it'll be exactly timed around when the comp plan document at the bottom of the page is identical to what we know it should be. I don't know why it's taken so long. I can't describe why it's taken so long. It's frustrating, but I know it's being corrected line by line. That's why I can tell you that if you had multiple $5 orders this month, you are going to get paid because step by step it's being changed. So, Jan, yes, the PowerPoint is being worked on, and a lot of the information that I've shared and others have shared are all coming together, and we're going to take the best to take those 5 things and make a good PowerPoint.
What I wanted to say was it would be so nice if we could have something for a one-on-one. We're just talking to someone personally,
Like a flip
or a
chart?
group and a group. Yeah.
Yeah, those are things that, there's lots of strategies we can use here to duplicate. And I love that strategy of a flip chart at a coffee shop just to give the credibility, right? So, yeah, I think an iPad will be the best credibility you can have if you had an iPad at a coffee shop and you just spin through it and point it all. Somebody says, hey, I like Barbie dolls. There's a Barbie doll. Wow, you can get that for $10. Yeah. Do you have any Pez dispensers? There's a Pez dispenser. That, I believe, is what I'm recommending you would do, is get an actual electronic device like an iPad.
Sure. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, Don, real quick. The chats were all just a bunch of compliments.
Oh, good stuff. Okay. Evelyn, I see your hand up. Go right in.
I'm inquiring about the my order 2995 order in January. I never received it. And is there a backlog or something in that?
No, there shouldn't be. Evelyn, honestly, there shouldn't be. We've had great shipping results, even into Australia. So I would send an email to support@collectdirect.com. You should be able to go into your back office and you actually should be able to see the order number. And I would make reference to that order number in that email that you're sending to support@collectdirect.com.
Yeah, I did contact support and I saw an email come through. I haven't read it yet.
There you go. So they're good at responding. They're good at responding, Evelyn.
I also called, so I'm tracking that down. So I was holding up placing another order for February because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. So I would say tomorrow, it's a leap year, so you got one more day. I would give them another email tonight saying, hey, I don't want to miss out on my order for February. Is there anything that I should do? And I'm sure that Chelsea will get back to you tomorrow. I can't imagine she wouldn't.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, anybody else? Yeah, shipping's been amazing, Gail. You're right. Go ahead. So who's next?
Yeah, Don, there's a question in there that's worthy to probably mention in regards to rank advance. That someone said that their account's not updating, which I would think that from what you're saying, if you want to elaborate on what's happening with the changes in the logistics of the company.
Yeah. So the first change that had to happen was 20 QV for every order. Used to be 5 QV. So that 20 QV could advance you to the starter level or to the influencer level or this getting up to the home run collector and so on. You see, CollectDirect's famous for saying this: you can't buy a rank in CollectDirect, you got to earn it. So all volume accumulates, and I would say that if you have some orders that didn't count yet, they will before the end of the month. They are correcting all that right now. So that's the answer to that question. Justin, go ahead. I see your hand up.
Yeah, that was me. That was the one that made that comment.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on. Yeah, I'm just waiting on them to. I guess they had to edit some of the code or something for it.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the biggest challenge. I mean, I'm not a coder, and I just know the challenges in a big operation like this when you have thousands of items. We don't have just 6 products. We have thousands.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been a challenge for sure.
Oh no, but it's all good. I'm happy, and shoot, it's gonna be a great journey. I'm excited for all of us.
Well, thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. Okay, folks, that's a little longer than we hope. We're at 40 minutes. I'm going to post this recording. If you think it's of value, share it. We'll see you all on Saturday when Terry shows you some marketing strategies. Okay. Looking forward to seeing how she's going to do that. Thanks for your time tonight, everyone. And take care. and stay warm because it's going to be minus 30 here and then plus 8 on Friday. Isn't that ridiculous? 2 days. Temperature's going to swing like that. So take care. Bye-bye.